personally ever had issues with tobacco companies?
Let me just say a lot. My name is Oluwafemi Akinbode. I'm based in Lagos. I've been in tobacco control over 2 decades now. I've never liked smoking. As a kid, I grew up in the village. You have to wake up very early in the morning, once a week, to join the bus. The driver then, these guys who blow cigarette smoke into our faces, that gave me this negative feeling about smoking all my life. I used to say I was an accidental tobacco control activist. One thing led to the other. I find myself in the environmental movement. I joined environmental rights action. My boss then said, "Oh, Bode, I've heard you talking about, smoking. Something is going on at the national level. We are going to start this campaign." So it was a Friday, and I read all through the books. And by Monday morning, we had a press briefing, and I was already tobacco control advocate. And the rest, they say, is history. As a young activist, I just situated tobacco control itself in the bigger narrative of social injustice. The big company was in Nigeria, selling dangerous products to Nigerians and then repatriating their funds back to Europe. You look at the developed countries versus developing countries in terms of the awareness they have, in terms of their laws, and then their corporations come down to developing countries and marketing to kids and to everybody. So for me, that's some level of injustice. A child anywhere in the world is a child, and each of our children deserves same level of protection from very dangerous and harmful products. Tobacco control is just a continuation of what I've been doing right from when I was a young activist, calling for good governance, accountability, and social justice. The greatest barrier to tobacco control in Africa remains the tobacco companies. These are global companies, they are multinational companies with lots of dollars to compromise young democracies across the world. But one of the key issues that we have noticed along these years is that they do target our politicians. These companies will stop at nothing in ensuring that laws are not made. There was a time that Nigeria had the draft National Tobacco Control Bill. It has been passed from the Senate to the House of Representatives. It was waiting for the president to assent to it, and suddenly the bill disappeared. I mean, how do you explain the law of a federation disappearing from the office of the president? This is how powerful the tobacco companies have behaved on our continent. It started from attempt at co-optation to pure intimidation and all what's not. I was granting an interview on a national TV called NTA in Nigeria, owned by government, very large. They pride themselves as the biggest TV network in Africa. And abruptly, the program was stopped. The live program was stopped. And I was like, what happened? And the director said, I just got a call from Abuja that I have to stop. Abuja is the federal capital, the head of government. It got that bad until 2011 that I had a violent attack in my home that led to the death of 3 people. Till tomorrow, that attack has not been resolved. Policymakers, they should be firm in their stand for tobacco control, in their stand for FCTC. They should be firm in not being carried away by the confusions of harm reduction, in rejecting products that in any way we know compromise the health of our people and our population. We should be firm for very strict regulation that will bring smoking rate down, not only in Nigeria, Africa, but around the world. I always tell my team members, the way forward is forward. There is no plan B for tobacco control. We must do all that we can to ensure that the next generation are not exposed to deadly products like tobacco. We continue to use the FCTC, we continue to improve on the laws. National laws needs to be improved. Smoking rate has to come down. There is no plan B to saving the lives of our people. And so that's the motivation. One of the tobacco companies there walked up to me and said, "This man, when are you going to retire? We were not expecting to see you here again." So this has been like my life for the past 20 or more years. What I enjoy the most about this work is when I see tobacco companies reacting, getting angry, and they get angry a lot about our work. For me, it's just fun.